Hello, welcome everybody to a modern stream. That's right, a modern stream. We're gonna be recording this live, so we're gonna have some people hanging out in chat and everything. But let's make sure that we take care of what matters. Yes, we're gonna be playing some Reclaimer Amulet. It's been a while since I've actually cast one drop that I'm known for, my classic invitational card. Yeah, I made some updates for the current metagame and I wanted to try this out, and since I don't get to stream very often, I figured might as well have some fun. So yeah, I don't think there's too much to talk about the deck list. The only changes, basically we're just adapting Amulet to fit Elvish Reclaimer. Alongside Reclaimer, obviously we have access to Flagstone. Flagstone finds your temple gardens, that whole ordeal. Nothing too crazy though. Basically, the deck list is pretty self-explanatory. We're playing green-white, so we get to play Amulet Amber Skull as well. One of Colossus, Primeval Titan, Dryad, Asusad. Just the good old classic, usual suspects. What we're trying to do, though, is we're trying to basically idolize Reclaimer that allows for some sweet lines alongside Amulet of Vigor. So we can go, for example, turn 1 Reclaimer with a basic forest, turn 2 play an Amulet, and then like you can use a bounce land in order to sack your forest with the trigger on the stack, go get another land that you might want. Then you can do like a bunch of different cool things. Also, the fact that Reclaimer plus Amulet plus Flagstones is like actual ramp, which is pretty sweet because you can go find a bounce land and then you get the land from Flagstones. So you spend 2 mana, but you actually get 3 mana out of the deal. If you have multiple Amulet of Vigors, of course, that actually nets even more mana. We can find Ursa Sagas at instant speed. We can bounce Sagas with the last trigger on the stack at instant speed. So all sort of nonsense can be enabled with this bad boy. And I've just spent way too long without casting Elvish Reclaimers. The sideboard includes some Dismembers, Force of Vigors, Endurance, Tireless Trackers, 1 copy of Emrakul. We have access to Call, so that's basically 2 copies of Emrakul. Very strong. 1 copy of Engineering Explosives, Relic, and then some Boseiju, Kavira Crossroads instead of Radiant Fountain because it taps for white. Helps me cast my 1 of Elder Amber Skull. I kind of wanted to make room for 1 more of these, but I don't think that I would cut anything necessarily. But yeah, we're going to be trying this through a Modern League. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And again, this will be live, so there's going to be no edits or anything like that. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. So I'll see you for round number 1. Round number 1, playing against Apriolo, the Reclaimer Amulet Mastermind himself. This hand's not going to do though. Let's do better. Technically, this is better. Alright, keep this. I guess I'm gonna bottom Vesuva. Vesuva is an extra Saga. Yeah, let's just do that. So we're gonna go turn 1 Gracer Saga, and then I guess I'm gonna make a token on turn 2. Thank you, Francisco, for the subscription. Welcome back for 39 months. Help you stay fit, but not spend your money on trash. Yeah, that's my move. So I think we're actually going to be riding the Saga train this game, huh? Been a while. I've been brewing a super secret deck for me to play once it's complete. Nice. Okay, sounds good, Ash. Looking forward to it. Oh, come on, man. Don't Magus me. You can't have main deck Magus, Apriolo. Come on. Paimolons with the Prime sub, 14 months. So many subs. Love you all. Thank you for hanging out here. Yeah, I think we're just getting a basic here, so I leave my white sources in the deck. Here's a construct. Here's another construct. This is my game plan. This is my game plan now. Here's a Saga too. There's some more where that came from. Shock you. I guess that they could have another Ice Fang, but I think that's a fine trade. Yeah, this is fine, I think. I am alive again, Bob. That's true. That is true. Don't believe it otherwise. We are indeed alive again. Thank you for the sub, my friend. And OV1, the king has returned indeed. The king is here. I had to oversee the kingdom, you know? I had to make sure that everything's running smoothly over here. Just don't up-naff me. Just don't up, no, don't. Well, that's probably just as bad, huh? It's probably just as bad. At least they did that, which is kind of good for me. So we get to have a pretty sweet turn here. First order of business, let's trade with this Ice Fang Quaddle. Alright. So that worked out. They don't have Ephemerate up. So let's do this. And I think this time walks... I mean, I guess it doesn't even time walk me. I'm playing into Verdict here, that's fine. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more gas in order to have this work out. Next turn we get to start attacking with Grazer, which is very important to our game plan. Expressive Iteration. Alright, sweet. We actually have a much better matchup against the Expressive Iteration version of 4-color than the recent Reef version is an absolute nightmare. Abundant Growth. Okay. So abundant. Wute, welcome. How's it going? Flooded Strand. Opponent's got 7 cards in hand. Next turn we get to Colossus, which is pretty nice. I would be playing into Counterspell if I do that. I'm gonna attack first because if April is gonna have an answer to the thing, they would have used it there. So do I want to jam into Counterspell is the question. I kind of do, honestly. Let's not. I'm just gonna play a Reclaimer here. And I think I'm just gonna Vesua my own Saga. If we untap with this Reclaimer, we're gonna get to do some nasty stuff. Haven't kept up with Modern. Is Colossus feeling strong still? Yeah, Colossus is very good. It's just good against like this matchup specifically. Iteration. What can Iteration do to me? Besides, you know, finding my opponent a way to kill me. We're gonna have an Amulet regardless, so then next turn we can sack a land with Reclaimer with the trigger on the stack, which is gonna be really hot. Abundant Growth. Opponent continues to grow abundantly. Why am I running 1 T-West? Because I have more threats in the main deck. And like, sure, you can play more T-Wests. That's a very reasonable thing to be doing, honestly. But like, I'd rather just have more copies of Cavern of Souls against all the Blue-Red Murktide gamers. Abundant Growth. Too many lands to feed, not enough slots. Too many sweet lands to play. Oh man. Just don't have the Ephemerate. The Apriola respects their Reclaimer. Apriolo knows how bad that would have been for them. Love that. Let's see what we draw. Primeval Titan. So this is gonna be 6 mana. This is gonna be 8 mana, 12 mana. So I guess we actually just wanna float a green here. Now the question is, am I leading with Primetime or am I leading with Colossus? I think I'm gonna lead with Colossus. And I think that Apriolo is gonna let it resolve. Hey. Feels good to play around Counterspell the entire game and then they had it and I get to feel very smart. Hey. Valakut, Stronghold, you're dead. Why not map to Cavern? Because I needed the extra mana. And that was the plan until I actually drew the prime time and then I put my opponent in a spot where like they just can't counter everything. So Cavern's great, Emrakul's fantastic, Tracker's pretty good, like it's okay. I don't think my opponent's playing Recent Reef, so I'm not gonna have this member. We can cut the Castle Garenbrig. We can cut 1 or maybe 2 Gracers. Do we want to cut the Flagstones? Maybe. Could just cut a Boseiju, honestly. Let's just cut a Boseiju. Oh, let's go with this. Trackers Vomit. I mean, if I'm gonna have trackers in my sideboard, this is like the matchup to have trackers, right? What are the chances we're facing a mag? It's pretty high, right? Let's keep this hand. There's no matchups that card does anything. I mean, you love to speak in... Also, Abundant Harvest is cracked, right, House? Zoomers love to speak in absolutes. It's just a thing. House dealing absolutes, yeah. Never happened. Never will, right? Do I play around Magus? I don't think I do. Because I could have fetched Heath for a basic forest, then Vesu on my own basic. Okay, so we're gonna have to resolve Dryad, which is nice. I guess I should have played Vesuva anyway, because now I don't have a route towards turn 3 Titan. Because I don't have enough on top lands. I'm going to be 1 in top land short. Alright, opponent's going to discard anyway. Or I guess they're not getting value from Ren. Don't mind me disrespecting Magus when the card is played at an all-time high. What do you mean? You mean me right now? Yeah, but like, look at how my opponent's been playing this game, right? They had 2 chances to find a basic and they declined both times. At least they're not playing like Magus is in their hand. Oh, you are. Oh, yeah. That's fine. Not everything is about me. 406 LOL, thank you for the Prime sub. 11 months. Stream finally. Yes. It's been hard to put together. Let's call it like that. Prismatic ending my Dryad. Mean. So mean. So this run's gonna get too old, huh? If I Saga and my opponent Teferi bounces, we're gonna be in so much trouble. The thing is that we're kind of getting got by this emblem anyway. Let's just do that. Set up for a tight next turn. Where are my caverns? Deck. Caverns, please. But man, 24 months. Another friend sighting. Got my prime quota for the months already. Nice, nice, nice. You'll love to see it. Jeff got with a tier 1 sub as well. 31 months. Man, so many. So many. What if we went one more turn on Cultivator? Alright. That seems like a good plan. That also seems like a good plan. Also, I sequenced poorly. Let's go land, bounce. Let's see if this dies. It doesn't. Interesting. So let's play another one of these then. Bounce this. Your go. Three mana, 4 mana. Memory Deluge. Alright, so I probably was like playing a weird ass version of 4-color. I think that if he doesn't have Counterspell, we may have a very real shot at just beating this Rem Emblem. Is 4-color Lingo's Counterspell? No, I think that my opponent is just playing a version that's more controlling. They showed me Counterspell game 1. They're showing me Memory Deluge. They're not playing Recent Reef. Is there a world where we should have had the Boros in play to ace the Colossus? Maybe. Amulet. I just resolved. I mean, it's not getting better, right? Actually, that's not true, because we could draw a Cavern. Also, that's a reason for him to counter this. Okay. So now they have infinite counter spells. So I think I'm just gonna Vesuva my Saga. And pass the turn. I guess we get a free attack. Because even if they have Ice Fang, it's not death touchy. Eladambr's Call. Well, that probably beats me. Infinite Eladambr's Calls probably beat me. They showed me Magus. Okay. So I don't think I want Relic anyway. Don't think I want Endurance, but I may want Dismembers to answer my Goose. And I want to cut at least one Saga, maybe 2. Bring back the castle. Stabs with the tier 1 sub, 32 months. I am indeed alive. People seem to think that I was not alive anymore. But believe me, I am alive. I am alive and well. Got Expedition map. I am hella alive. It's fantastic. We should keep it. And we're gonna Cavern Giant. Alright, Apriolo, show me that. Whoops. Show me that Turn 1 prismatic ending. Yes, yes. No ending? No ending, you say, huh? Here's a basic forest. Here's a grazer. Here's a land. Here's a backsing of the turn. Am I ready for this horrid list? Man, you're promising a lot now. I'm kind of excited. The deck is called Yorion, Titan, and Tron. With that setup, this can only be fantastic. Oof, look at this. Oh, 4. Oh my. 4 Ulamog. That's how you know that we're not messing around. You cannot but take seriously if for Ulamog deck list, you know? Pressuring Ren and 6 very nicely. Yorion synergy. No, there's no Yorion synergy. It's a cast trigger. It's rough out there. You should watch my videos on YouTube and I saw lovely content. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you. Ritsanen. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Well, we're definitely making an Uncounterable Titan. In case you were wondering, chat, is Fran gonna make an Uncounterable Titan here? The answer is yes. Yes, Fran is gonna make an Uncounterable Titan right here. Kind of want to play my locals today. Aether Gust? Oh, Dress Down. F. F's in chat for me. F's in chat for me. Alright. Can you please, like, Magus me, opponent, instead of, like, solituding my Titan? Just don't solitude my boy. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Pretty please. I'm saying pretty please. Like, how can you solitude somebody if they're saying pretty please? You know? What kind of monster would solitude somebody after they say pretty please? Fetch land, scary. Plus, also scary. Send me a Discord in your server. When can you play the list? I'll play it. So sweet. Do you want me to stream it, or do you want me to just record with it? We get to attack. That's so hot. That is so hot. Also, the what's his name is not even Death Touchy. You'll love to see it. So the TOS is in hand, so I kind of want another blue source. And Uncontrollable Colossus is a very sexy option. Maybe I'm just going to Ursa Saga here, though. Force a Magus. Stream would be great. All right, yeah, that the whole stream situation has been challenging. So I don't know when the next time that I stream, but we can figure something out for sure. Fear not. Transmute. And here we're just going to transmute for a pact that I'm just not going to cast. I do, however, want to play out the forest so that I can play around the Magus down the line. Imagine this is going to be a deluge. I have a deck for me for the Fine Wine episode. Fantastic. Ship it. What is this? What is this? 4 mana. Force. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. Don't even care. You're making my Emrakul cheaper, opponent. Ha! Joke's on you. Emrakul's cheaper now. So they have Unholy Heat. Good to know. That sucks. Just Magus me, opponent. Come on. Just Magus me. Let's get this over with. I dismember your Magus. I pact. I kill you. Damn it. Valakut. So I think we're just going to chill here. Just pass the turn back. And we're going to try to resolve this Summoner's Pact whenever my opponent taps out. Should I have bogged? Like, should I just got a Mojuga bog there? It seems so crazy to get bogged in that scenario. But obviously it would have worked out. Look at how my opponent never tapped out of double blue, right? They could have put Yorion in hand twice already. And they didn't. So obviously the representing counterspell is super hard. That's a 3/4. If they counter this, then I get to resolve this, so it seems like a good deal. Okay. I mean, they have to answer this, so... Pass the turn. I'm holding on to the lands because of Colossus. Illidan Briscoe. Magus. Magus is interesting there. There's Magus. No fetch is wild. No fetch there is wild. Okay. So I guess we chill here and we're gonna go get a basic. Fury? Yeah, that's gross. Fury is kind of gross there. So if I dismember an end step, that forces a counter spell. Hey, all right. So 4. This costs 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, four, five, 6. So this is interesting. I think we pass here. And I think I'm gonna dismember on this end step. They finally put Yorion in hand. Sockenson? Okay. So now they're going to counterspell. Okay. This is 6, 7, 8. Down to 7. Then I prime time. This costs 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could tracker. But primetime trades with the Fury. So that's probably better. Torbor with the prime sub. With the tier 1 sub. My bad. Basic forest. And I guess I'm gonna get... what? The flagstones? I guess let's just get a growth chamber. Just more mana. Pass the turn. And holy heat. That's sad. That's very sad. So now I'm dead. Damn it. Oh, that heat was gross. Alright, now we die. Damn it! Man, I was setting up like Packed Colossus, and then we naturally drew the Emrakul, and we got super punished for not playing out my lands. Ugh, that's gross. How well can opponent's deck operate in the Moon Effect? My opponent's deck, it's basically unaffected, as you see, right? Like they have abundant growth, they have a bunch of fetch lands. Or even though my opponent they could have gotten a fetch there, but I guess that they already had a forest and an island in play, so. But yeah, now we're just dead to the Fury. Brutal. All right, see you next round. Kind of punished by my play there, but couldn't have foreseen it. Okay, I'm gonna keep this hand. It's pretty interesting. It's a little bit clunky, but I think... Alright, Beast. It's a little bit on the clunky side of things, but I think it's gonna work out because... once we get to Titan, they're gonna be untouchable, which is nice. Kitria Triumph into Fetch... Basic forest, Ren and 6. Okay. If we find an Azusa or Dryad, I think we're gonna win. We didn't, however. Which is sad. Can we find the red sword so I can attack this Ren and 6? My Gracie boy can get in there. The Fairy Bounce. Oh man. That's like the opposite of the Fairy Bounce. So I think that we're playing against Bring to Light Scapeshift. That's what I assume at least. Summoner's Pact. So I guess it's good for me to pact here because it's gonna be the same thing regardless. So I just get to go find a Dryad. And then my pact is gonna be better next turn. So we're gonna name Giant here. Play a bounce land. Bounce this. Pass the turn. We also get to attack for 4, which is nice. But obviously we lose to Scapeshift. We lose to Bring to Light. Multitude of things that we lose to here. This matchup is pretty bad for us, I think. I think the Bring to Light matchup is pretty rough for Amulet. Omnath? No, just Bring to Light, which is lethal, as I said. Yep. Opponent not playing around main deck dismember. Not playing around main deck dismember. Can't believe it. Okay, sideboard. Let's get in them forces and maybe Emrakul. Maybe. I don't think we really care for Cavern of Souls, really. It's got one saga. Boseiju answers Dryad, so that's probably worth it over a Cavern there. I guess let's just cut the Emrakul and... Although Emrakul is really nice, actually. Now that I think about it. Like, Emrakul can go over the top of anything my opponent does. I think I want Gracers just to make sure that I'm fast enough. And let's just do this. I just don't think my opponent can play Counterspell in their deck. Ooh, this hand's pretty good. Stabs with the dono. Oh, damn it, this is a crossroad. I thought it was a Flagstones. Whoops. I mean, it's probably still fine, but whoops. Thank you for the dono, Stabs. Really appreciate it. You're gonna have me play some garbage, aren't you? You're gonna have me play some absolute trash, aren't you? Let's play the fetch land. And I think we're fine in basic forest here. If they have Ren here, that's fine. Okay. We can bog the wooded foothills. I don't think that's what I want to do. Is it though? Huh. It may be what I want to do. Yeah, let's do it. We're already ramping with Azusa, so we don't really need the ramp here. Good, good. Everything's going according to plan. Let's guarantee that I can Titan next turn. Let's not mess around. Next turn we can turn Reclaimer into a 3/4, which is going to kill the Ren. Which is pretty nice. Oh hey, it worked. It's nice. So I can go get Primetime and get two Flagstones. Oh man, they found the fetch land. Hehehe. Hehehe. Play this one. Play that one, then that one. That's a good draw. You love to find good draws off the top. Sup. Flagstones. Oh man. It's fine. So I do get to pressure Rain if I want to. It's the same thing, I guess. I was hoping you could play some version of the good old Fall of the Throne Compounding Conundrum decks, maybe with some updates. Wow. Remember the good old days? Remember the good old days, Stabs? Remember when we 4-1'd with that deck? Those were some good times. Those were some good times. Transmute. Summoner's Pact. Dude's a 3/4 now. Dryad. Here's the Dryad. Attack you, attack Ren, attack you. Swing. Get some Valakas here. Ooh yeah, baby. Looks lethal to me. With a 5-0 with Titantron, those were some good times. Those were the best times. There are the good times, and then there are the best times. I remember a lot of what the fucks and rage timeouts from opponents. Yes. We thrive on those. We thrive on those. What we don't thrive on is this hand. We thrive on this hand, however. Whew. Boy, do we thrive on this hand. Boy, do we thrive on this hand. Now the question is turn 1 Reclaimer or turn 1 Amulet? I guess it's gotta be turn 1 Reclaimer. Turn 1 Amulet, sorry. Which is really awkward in the face of First Magic ending, but at the same time we can draw it into Reclaimer then on turn 2. Which is kind of messed up. Boseiju played out. Feels bad, man. Boseiju in the face of the Amulet, and you have to play it out. I can feel my opponent's sadness, you know? I can feel the sadness. I can taste the sadness through the internet. Renin 6 plus get nothing back. Oh man. Opponent's just not catching a break right now. We are. Boy, oh boy, are we catching a break right here. Boy, oh boy, are we catching a break. Yep. Break equals cut. See you next round. Alright. Yeah, I like this. I can work with this. I could have worked with this. Hola Francisco, me ayudas un montón a aprender Titán. Bueno, te agradezco muchísimo, perfecto. Me encanta escuchar eso. Bienvenido. Bienvenido al canal, papá. Oh yes, Bold my Gracer, I dare you. Fatal Push my Gracer, also dare you. Nothing my Gracer, good. Got a plan. Is this the Coffers deck? This is the Coffers deck, 100%. Yep. Definitely the Coffers deck. Convenient that we drew Boseiju, because that deck cannot function without the card Urborg gameplay. Maybe I should be attacking with this crazy boy. So next turn we have a Titan if we want to. Now we don't have a Titan anymore. How sad is this? We will survive, it's fine. Boseiju blowing up Urborg there is going to be nice. The question is, when do I blow it up? Takes the prime time. Unmarked Grave. The Archon. So my opponent is going for a persist game plan. Interesting. Can I find a Gracer off the top or an Azusa? Hey! Feels good to be good, man. Feels good to be good. Well, this is just not working out here, huh? Yo, stuff, get over here. Okay, now we're fine. Bounce this. That. Pact. Prime time. Cast it. Main deck bog. Main deck bog. Main deck bog. Haste you. Bounce this. Swing. Attack. Gracer gets in there too, of course. Bojuka bog and Ursa Saga? How do I get punished if I get Saga? My opponent's gonna get the Wrath, right? They're gonna get Damnation, because otherwise they just lose. So I guess I want to get Growth Chamber. So I have second blue and I can transmute. Bounce bog, I guess. Do I want to Boseiju you now? I don't think I'm going to Boseiju you now. I think I want to wait until my opponent resolves their Profane Tutor thingy. When in doubt, see me Growth Chamber. That's fair. I imagine Tutor's either going to find the land or it's going to find... what's his name? The Wrath, like whatever thing they're missing out of those two things. There's a land. And here's, what's his name? Oh, really? You don't have Damnation in your deck? Really? They don't have Damnation in their deck. Okay, it's an easy win. So this is great. Opponent showed me some reanimation stuff, so maybe I'm interested in this. This is basically free, so we're gonna go with this. This is also free. This is also free. So I think this we want. Can cut some caverns. Actually, we don't want Emrakul, probably. Gracer's kind of okay. Damnation doesn't really cost anything in MTGO. Like it's very, very cheap. Reclaimer feels like if it ever sticks, I can never lose. Maybe Colossus is a little bit... It's worse than Emrakul. Let's do something like this and see what happens. Maybe I should be cutting second Gracer. This feels fine, I guess. Double Boseiju is interesting. Turn 1 Reclaimer. Profane Tutor. Okay. Pass the turn. So the very nice thing here is that my opponent needs to find the Urborg first, and then I can just blow up the Urborg. Thoughtseize me. I dare you. Dare you to Thoughtseize me. Let's go get Flagstones. How often does Sandhome come up? Very. I'm currently learning the deck, and I feel like you can rarely only help of two of those. No, it happens very often. Really, really often, actually. So having drawn both the Bog and the Boseiju is so bad. Like, so awfully bad. It really is unfortunate. So I'm gonna wait until the Profane Tutor pops, and then I'm going to Boseiju the Urborg. And the no attack there is because the 1 point of damage is completely irrelevant. And I think that it makes it less likely for my opponent to play around this. But now if they fetch for Cabal Coffers, they actually deny themselves mana. Blast Zone. Oh no. Bog you. We have access to Boseiju here, which is nice. If they have a Margrave Persist. Fuck, man. That's kind of like the only thing that I lose to. Literally the only thing that I'll lose to is this combination. Can I beat this? I think I may be able to if I find specifically Primeval Titan right now. Alright. Brutal. Let's bring in the Endurances. Clearly, like, the reanimation thing is something that my opponent is actively very interested in doing. So let's try to play that game plan. Play towards disrupting that game plan is what I meant. I guess I keep this. It's a little bit awkward, but it's good against discard. Whoops, that was an F6. That was very much an F6, which I didn't mean to do. I'm not gonna play around Surgical, I don't think. And here, Cabal Cover still does not net my opponent any mana. Liliana of the Veil. Interesting. Okay. So I guess we're gonna discard Sunhome. Golos. That's pretty good. Yeah, play that one. And here I'm going to wait for my opponent to resolve Profane Tutor again, get their thing, and after they get their thing, I'm just going to Boseiju the Urborg. Yeah. So unless my opponent is next level in me, this is like a double. This is double Stone Ring. Did you play around it, opponent, or did you not play around it? Did you play around it or did you not play around it? You did not play around it. Yeah, you love to see it. So I think I'm just going to discard Tulare West here. This is what always seems so weird to me about that deck. It's just like, you destroy the Urborg, their entire deck falls apart. It really, like, it's just like their deck doesn't function anymore. It's very fun. Like, these Cabal Coffers they don't tap for mana. They just don't. I guess now they do. Golos. Must be nice, I guess. Oh, Lurus AK. Sorry, totally missed that sub. Thank you for the 44 months. It's like 3 times attacking with double strike, 2 of them having possible summon vigilance. Nice. I love to see it. So we're gonna... Let's... Boseiju Diurborg. We're gonna Boseiju the Golos as well. We're gonna let the Liliana resolve. And now I'm gonna crack Relic on my opponent's Sun Step. Prime time? Ugh. Alright. So we're just gonna have to beat a Liliana ultimate here. It's not gonna be easy. Man, like, our hand did not work out, huh? We drew, like... We kept Relic Primetime and we drew 1 spell all this time. Alright. Opponent is better than us. Opponent is better than we are. If they ultimate Lily, they can't lose. I don't know, man. It feels like it's so obvious that if they ultimate Lily, then they literally cannot lose. Oh, you change. Oh, that makes sense. Because I'm like, wait, who? I don't remember Allurus. And then like, that makes a lot more sense, Aaron. Yeah, I appreciate it. 44 months was a lot of time for me not to to remember your name. We now lose to the Ultimate plus Archon. Like we could beat the Archon itself, or we could beat the Ultimate, or we can't beat both. So that's very unfortunate. I feel like, man, if we had, yeah, that would have won the game. I think we swing with Primeval Titan, we attack Liliana, then we can't get Tiwa, so I guess we get double Ursa Saga, then we go from there. Anyways, see you next round. Alright, round number... I lost track, but this hand's great. Let's keep it. Round number 4, I guess? Love some Dennis Chambers. Yeah, Dennis Chambers is a great one too. Are we really getting paired against fucking Turn 2 Blood Moon? Like, is that really my life right now? We're getting paired against Turn 2 Blood Moon, aren't we? Ugh. So Boseiju is good. Trackers are good. Force is probably good. Dismember's great. I guess Emrakul is kind of okay. To be fair, Reclaimer is legit against this style of deck. Reclaimer is actively quite good. Let's go with this. No basic. Yeah, let's ship this. Much better. Send the Emrakul. It's kind of the problem of being, you know, Amulet guy. My opponent mulligan looking for exactly turn 2 Magus. And it's just like, well, gotta love Steve Jordan. Yeah, Steve Jordan, like Keith Carlock. I went through a pretty big Keith Carlock phase. I went through a pretty big Kiko Freitas phase as well. There's just so many incredible drummers. Ezequiel Gilardi, an Argentinian drummer. He's also one of my favorites. Please have a monkey hand. Come on, man. Let's just do this. It's crazy how it never fails, right? Opponent goes high good luck. You are 100% facing something like this, you know? You're 100% facing like Belcher or Neobrand or turn 2 Blood Moon. I should have known. When my opponent said high good luck, I should have known. It's my bad. I was so naive. So naive. All right. I can beat this. Coffers doesn't even trigger because there's no legal targets. Sadness. Good luck, have fun, turn 1 chance to learn Neo from me. Exactly. And when I played that Neoform League, I was compelled to good luck have fun my opponent. Like I couldn't not do it, you know? It's a wild thing. You just have to good luck have fun your opponent. So next turn we get to play and haste the Titan. Clothis still doesn't trigger. I wonder why my opponent kept that hand, right? Magus blow up both of my Utopia Sprawls. You love to see it. You love to see it. Well, here's 6. Here's this guy. Next turn, I'm just gonna get a tracker. Pointing down 1 card. Which is Boom Bust. Oh, Death Gone. Never mind. 1, 2, 3. Pact. Tireless Tracker. Casted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Get anything. Triggers. Trigger. Swing. Yes. Valakut. Sunhome. Triggers. Crack. I think we're winning this race. I think we're winning this race. Ragavan the Nimble Pilferer. Pilferer. 1, 2, 3, 4. The interesting part about this is how we're still here. Like, why? Why are we still here? Green and many more colors. Anybody's game. Anybody's game. Oh, I like already had a Flaxton's. My bad. Maybe my opponent drew 2 lightning bolts in that draw step. Maybe that was the route. That was a really bad hand that they kept. I'm surprised they did. Also, I have Crossroads instead of Bojugabog. That was obviously a mistake on my part. Let's go. Someone's playing in from my Images with an offer you can't refuse. That's kind of hot, actually. Just 1 mana counter anything. It's pretty nice. I think I keep this hand. Yeah, so we can go turn 1 Forest. Gracer. Arbor Elf. Let's go with T-West, so if I find a 3-drop, I can cast it. Boseiju Who Endures. That's another basic. That's pretty hot. I like that. Pass the turn. Actually, do I want to Dryad? I kind of want to Dryad. No, because next turn I can go Tracker. That's how we beat the Ponza matchup, I guess. There we go. Alright, last round. I guess I'm keeping this hand. It's nice because this Saga is gonna pop off before my opponent gets to the Fairy Bounce it, which is cool. Temple Garland. Instead of getting a basic. Okay. Very interesting. Ren. I've never seen the 80 card deck not have a Ren on turn 2. I don't think that they can do that. Has anybody in chat ever seen the Yorion deck not have a Ren on turn 2? Like, I'm not sure that they are physically capable of not having Ren on turn 2. Oh, this is the recent read version. We're super fucked. this version is just so much worse for us. Ugh. Also, I said that this was gonna pop before my opponent gets to... They get me, and that was like a blatant lie. Play Sanctuary, make 3 mana. I guess we can pack for Asusa. Do we have enough green mana if we pack for Asusa? I think so, right? So, we lose to Solitude, but that doesn't matter. Also, we can't haste, but also that doesn't matter. So, we have 1 mana floating, 2 mana, 4 mana, Gracer, replay Sanctuary. That is 5 mana, and then packed for Asusa. Asusa yields me 2 green mana. So technically, we can cast this Primeval Titan here. And I think I'm going to go for it because it only gets worse. So this is a very conscious decision. But I think it's the right decision to make. Because now that my opponent has resolved Risen Reef, things are going to get progressively worse for me. How do you get to recurrent for Sajiri Step during your league? I don't have the Sajiri Step in my deck because Sajiri Step is a trap. So if my opponent Solitude's here, we lose. Very, very aware of that. So I'm ready with this concede button right here. Okay. Is my opponent teasing me? No tease. Okay. Honestly, it's very unfortunate that we can't haste because we were very unlucky. We're gonna transmute though for another Primeval Titan. I guess we also lose to Boseiju, but I think my opponent doesn't have Boseiju because if they had it, they could have blown up my Amulet, and they did not. So unless they do find the Boseiju on the next turn, we should not be getting Boseiju here. Oh, we back, baby. We back, Scott. Just like we never left. I'm still making content on YouTube, but streaming, as you can probably relate, streaming has not been particularly doable with the little one. So right now, the nanny is taking care of her while I stream. But under normal circumstances, obviously, I cannot fire off the stream. Am I dead here, opponent? Can you please not slow roll me? Prismatic ending. That's not me dead. I like not being dead. Lightning Bolt Yasusa. That's still me not being dead. I can work with this. No, ma fanno Boquita o River Play. Boquita, papá, por favor. ¿Qué clase de pregunta es esa? Hey, we didn't lose. Sweet. Awesome. Loving the part where we didn't lose. It was a great part. Big fan of that part. So I think I'm just going to get double Saga here. And ran down. Let's play Stronghold and Sego. Love to hear my pen's perfect English and then sudden Argentazo accent. Yep. Oh, they have Magus? Main deck Magus? Is that what's up? Are we about to get main deck Magused? My opponent should have one Obsidian Charmo. Yeah, that's not it, opponent. That is not it. That is most definitely not it. My opponent should have just gotten Solitude. Like, why aren't we getting Solitude here? How is your stupid dragon beating my Primeval Titan? You can blow up all the lands you want, buddy. This 6/6 still gonna kill you. I also get to make some tokens. Well, I love that. 6, yeah. Let's do Valakut and Bojugibol, I guess. I don't want to get both Valakuts just yet. And I don't need to pact. My opponent could have Magus in their deck still, I guess. Not even elemental. I don't know, right? What's this dragon doing here? To be fair though, dragons are great. So dragons are definitely great. So we can Colossus this coming turn, which is very nice. I just want to be careful not to... We're just going for it, right? 500% going for it. Fuck yeah. Let's just go for it. Look, this may not be right, but I am only human, okay? This may not be the correct play, but is the play that my heart is telling me to make. So deal with it. If you want to see tight play, go find it somewhere else. We're going to get a Colossus and we're going to play 6 lands from my hand. That's what's happening. Can I announce my triggers, opponent? I have triggers to announce. Opponent, triggers to announce. I'm announcing triggers. I want Emrakul. I don't think I want Tracker. My opponent has Magus, though. They 100% have Magus in the board, right? There's no way they don't have Magus. Just 0 way they don't have Magus. Alright, Tracker is getting there. Getting there, you Tracker boys. Cut some Sagas. Bring in another Cavern or another Boseiju. Let's bring in Cavern instead of Boseiju. Expedition map. I think it's 1 Charmer main board, 1 Magus Cyber, and should be the other way around. Yeah, like, it surprises me, like, why are people just, like, copying and pasting stuff? Like, what's the point of having Charmo in the main, but not have... Like, isn't Magus so much better in the main deck? I mean, I guess Magus is just so much better, period, right? I really don't see the point. Okay, now is the question. Do I want... I think I want Reclaimer on 1. Tutors want to challenge with this list, so people just net deck without thinking about it. Yeah, but like, what led Ed to believe that you would want to main deck the Charmo and Cyber the Magus? Like, it just makes no sense to me, like, from the get-go, right? Just stop the count. Stop the count. We got there. We got there. We should just concede and just move on, you know? We should just quit. I just quit. Like, what's left, you know? What's left? What's the point of continuing? So this is a little bit awkward, but I think I want to go Tracker Gracer. This sets up Titan for the next turn, even if the Tracker dies. Dude, Flagstones is unfair. Ban Flagstones of Trocair. Ban it. It's over. It is over. We have peaked. Yes. 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 Well, that was a delight. Just beating Blood Moons left and right. All the Blood Moons. knocking them out, destroying them. This deck list is just fun, man. Like, I just love Reclaimer. Like, Reclaimer just does so much for, I was gonna say so little, but that's definitely a lie. Like, it's a big cost to put Reclaimer in your deck. But, dude, you get paid off in awesomeness. You get paid off in fun, which is the best thing to get paid off on. That's not true. Getting paid off in money is probably better, but still, I guess money is fun, so it works. Wing 90 with the Prime sub, thank you so much for that. Yeah, this deck list is great. Honestly, if I were to FNM, like if I were to go to an FNM, I would probably play this deck list. Like straight up. Like this is so much fun. This is just so much fun. Just you're doing Flagstone things, you draw your Flagstones on the key moment, you're ramping with your Reclaimer, your opponent plays a Magus, you fetch for a basic with the Reclaimer. It's just so... it's such a delight. Such a delight. List is great. List is great. I highly recommend it if you are an experienced Amulet player and you just want to feel something. This deck list is going to make you feel something. Like, I can definitely confirm that this is going to make you feel something, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Is it optimal? Probably not. Is it great? Yes, it very much is. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button on the way out. Leave me a comment down below if you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. See you on YouTube. Bye-bye.